Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com, and here we are. We're going to start with our day 2 of our Phone Fold craft along, which is featuring the lovely and beautiful suite of products from Stampin' Up. So let me just show you. Yesterday we did this card. This was our Phone Fold, and then here is another one that we did yesterday. So make sure you watch the video. It's still on our Facebook page, but also you can watch them already on YouTube. By the way, on YouTube I did add the links to the products so that you can kind of see them if you're interested. Most of my videos I put the links, and I always forget to mention. But anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you check the description of the video, and then you'll see more information about how to sign up for future classes, my email list, and of course links to the products. But anyway, so today we're gonna be doing 3 more cards. This is craft alone. It's for 8 projects total, and so this is the one where I partnered with my friend Joey, and we're gonna be making 2 more from the ones that I designed, and then 1 from Joey's tutorial. And then tomorrow we're gonna be here again at 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. PST, I should say, so Pacific time. And I'm going to be doing the 3 extra cards from Joey's, the one that she designed. Another reminder is that you can get the tutorial for free when you place an order with me. And I put the link here of where to purchase the products. But if you place an order that is $50 or more, you will get the tutorial, both of the tutorials from my side and Joey's. And please note that there is 10 phone folds, all different phone folds. It's not the same. You're going to be seeing here. We're only going to be making 8 on the videos between yesterday and tomorrow. And the PDF has 2 extra bonus cards for you as an extra inspiration. Also, if your order is $75, then you'll be getting the card kit in the mail to make your cards. It will look something like this, where it has the designer series paper already cut out, and all the pieces already cut out, except if they're coming from the bundle. If they're from the bundle, you should be you would need to be cutting those. Anything from the bundles will be cut out by you. Anything outside the bundle, we will do it. Please note that there are 2 bundles on this suite, so let me just show you. This one is the Simply Beautiful, which is the one where we're getting some of our sentiments and the flowers. So here are all the flowers from this set. And then you have the one that is called Beautifully Celebrated, which is this one. And here are, again, sentiments, some leaves. This one is kind of cute for a pattern. And then you have these gorgeous labels that I've been telling you need to get, because these are the ones that will help you create your own cards. So anyway, so make sure you grab those, because again, these are the ones that we're going to be making, and I think that you're going to be using these ones over and over. In fact, we were talking about doing an Easter craft alone later on, so you're going to see it released real quick, or here shortly. And Joy was thinking maybe using some of those to do like an Easter basket. I'm curious to see what she's doing. So anyway, so stay tuned. There will be another craft alone for Easter. And so the last thing I just want to make sure I remind you is that today is the last day of our card club. So if you have not yet in the card club, oh my gosh, I cannot talk today, in the card club, make sure you sign up today, because today is the last day to get the kit featuring the Greenery Lane, which is the one that I have been sharing here in the last few videos. After this, we're going to be releasing the new one. So probably by tomorrow, I'll be sharing with you how the cards look. But it's featuring also the Easter Bunny suite of production. So anyway, if you want more information about these, make sure you go to creatingwithali.com/card club. And you'll get more information there. You can read all the details. You can subscribe. Once you're in for as long as you want. You can cancel at any time. And it is $45. Also, if you want to be getting the kit, just the kit by itself, there is like the one-time kit, if you will, and that one is $50. So you end up saving when you subscribe, and again, you can cancel at any time. But to be honest, if you stay for 6 consecutive months, then you also get an extra goodie bag from me. So anyway, let me know who is watching, where you're watching from. I always love reading where you are from. And so anyway, also if you got the craft along, all the kits got sent last Saturday, so hopefully by now you're getting it. Maybe not. You can't really control the mailing or the post office. So anyway, but please know that it should be there anytime now. All right, so I'm gonna flip the camera and we're gonna start. The last quick announcement, just because we are having a very good special, is the stamping positioner, which I've been seeing so many videos that I think we're gonna be doing some techniques or something with this. This is our stamping positioner, sorry, and you can get it now for free when you get the starter kit. So if you're thinking, what is the starter kit? Know that the starter kit, you get $125 worth of products. So you pick and choose whatever you want from our store, $125, but you don't pay shipping, and you get also this one, and you only pay $99. So you end up having a really good deal, to be honest. I should probably be doing the math as to how much you're saving. But anyway, it's a pretty good deal because you get $125 worth of products. You only pay $99. There's no shipping. And this time, you're actually getting this tool, which you're going to see. It's amazing. I've been seeing some demonstrator friends doing like edges or borders for scrapbooks, which I was like, what? I didn't even thought about it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Also, that technique when you're flipping the, you're moving the, what am I saying? The sentiment over and over several times. I think that's also pretty cool. And then, of course, also you can line up the stamping. So I'll be pretty much doing some videos showing it to you so you get all excited. And again, just for right now, you can only get it for free when you get that starter kit. So anyway, let me also go on my phone just to make sure I get all your comments. Give me 1 second. Because I always forget that part, and then I don't see comments unless I see them on the other device. So give me 1 second, and we're gonna flip the camera and start our class today. So anyway, so thank you for being here. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it here so I can see them. I'm gonna flip the camera now. Hi, Glenna. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? I might have to. Hold on. My husband was helping me yesterday to do something with my phone, and I don't know if. Oh, didn't do anything. I feel like now it's like to. Give me a second. Unga DC. Better. I don't know if this is better. Maybe. Okay, I think it helps. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with this. Now I have this lighting right in front of my face, so we'll see. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. So here is my first card. I do have my PDF as well, so let me just put it here. Give me a second. Trying to get all situated here, as you can see. Okay. But when I have emailed the PDF instructions for these, so make sure you grab them. We're gonna be going through the first card. So anyway, so I have it here. So this card is, just to go through that, it's Petal Pink, my card base. And I have already cut out all the pieces. Let me move things around for a second. Okay. And of course, I've already cut out everything. But anyway, so this is a piece that is 11 by 4 1/4. And I've scored at 1 1/2 and then at 5 1/2. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and fold this one like so. And then you're going to go ahead and fold this one like so. Okay. All right. So this is how it looks. Then you're going to have 2 pieces of designer series paper. So we have this one that goes this way. This one is 4 1/8 by 3 and 7/8. So I should go this way. 3 and 7/8. And so this is gonna go right here. And I have a really tiny border around it, right? So it's 1/8 of an inch smaller than this panel. And then for the top section, I have a piece that is, let me see, where is this one? 1 3/8 by 4 1/8. And so this is gonna go right here, okay? So we're gonna be gluing this. Let's glue these sections first. Let's see, I feel like this should be this way. Hi, Christina. Nice seeing you here. Anyway, so I'm going to be adding this one right here. Let me see, is that the way? Yeah. Okay, so that's how it's going to go. So okay, so this is how it looks. Once I have it that way, I'm going to go ahead and, where is my ribbon? See, like I said, I'm always losing everything here. I know it's here because we had it yesterday, but we need the ribbon. Oh, here, it's right in front of me. So we're going to be adding the ribbon at this point. And so so this one, what is really cool about this one is that you don't really do any adhesive on this per se, right? It's just holding everything with the ribbon. So for these, and I forgot my tweezer. So anyway, it's with a, let me see, did I do, yeah, I did a bow. Anyway, we're gonna try to do it without any tweezers. If not, then I'll have to go and take the tweezers. But you're gonna get this one. All right, yep. Just make sure everything is kind of flat. Okay. And we're gonna be making a bow. And you know, I love using tweezers better. I feel like they get a better, like having an extra hand. But I was able to manage. Okay, so it's not too bad. Okay, so this is how I want it. There you go. So this is how it's gonna be holding my card, right? The little pocket. And then at this point, we're just gonna go ahead and cut this. It may be a little bit here. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. I do have 2 circles. One was what the, let me see, I think it was like 2 and 1/4. No, it's actually 2 3/8. And then this one is 2 1/4. And so this is where it's gonna go. So I think this one is okay because it's not interfering with the card, or yeah, with the thing here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a glue dot at that point, just to secure it. And the important thing on this one really is just to make sure that this is flat, that you're not twisting your ribbon. But other than that, it's just making a bow. And if it's harder to do this way, you know, you could get your tweezers and have an extra, because you know, they give you an extra hand so that you can keep the tension. You can say it wasn't as bad for me, but I know sometimes bows can be a little bit more intimidating. And I've been adding extra glue dots just because I want them to stay a specific way, you know? So I'm gonna leave it like so, okay? Now for these 2, let's just start doing the stamping. I do have these pieces. This is going to be what goes inside of our card. And so this one is, this is basic white, and it is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then this one is 4 by 5 1/4, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and add this one, but before we do that, we need to stamp our sentiment. And I'm gonna go ahead and use, let me bring my, we're gonna bring this one, and we're also gonna bring this one. Give me 1 second. We're gonna be using this one. And we're gonna get this one for right now. And, ooh, and I have also, which one did I use? This one. Oh, sorry. I keep moving things around. I think for this, we're going to be using, where is it here? I was like, where is it? I was like, I knew I had something else. All right, so we're going to start with this and this one. All right, first things first. I have a little scrap of designer's newspaper that is going to go right here on the bottom. And then I'm going to have my flower here. So I'm going to bring the, you know what? I should have done it with, I'm going to just go with the brown. I think still okay. You could use your memento, but you know, I don't think I had it here handy. So let's not just, let's not stress out. We're going to be using the old olive and the petal pink. So we're going to go ahead and, what is this, the dark? The light, okay. And we're going to be coloring. I'm going to bring the dark one and get all right, and then I'm gonna get the light, okay, then I'm gonna go and I'm not going to be doing a lot of blending. I think that's okay. It looks good. Oh, and I forgot my sentiment. And then I need a sentiment here. Yeah. And this one is going to say thinking of you. You can see I'm making a lot of the thinking of you. I feel like that one was like my favorite. Hi, Julie. Nice seeing you here. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and glue these. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and cut out this excess. I'm gonna bring my brush in here, and then we're gonna be gluing this to our Calypso coral. It's 1/8 of an inch. So this is how it looks. And so then this one, it's gonna go right inside. See? This is very easy to do. Oh, hi, Julie. Yes, I'm going to be on Unsay, so I'll be more than happy to meet you. I always love meeting people where we are on the Stampin' Up! Events. And so I'm excited. So please do reach out. Please, I'll be very honest too. I'm very shy. So make sure you look for me, right? Just look for me. Usually I'm not the social bee. Because I am very shy. But please, I love meeting people. So please, stop me if you see me. And then the other thing is I'm really bad with names. Just, I don't know. There's something not working right on my brain, I can tell you. So anyway, but yeah, please reach out. Please look for me. So anyway, so we have this pattern, as you can see, and I'm just putting a little bit of those because I'm going to be adding like a flower, and then I've also cut this with the gold. So this is going to go right here, and you can add as much or as little. This time I'm just going to go with more, why not? Why not? I'd rather see more of those. But yeah, I'm more than excited to meet people at our Stampin' Up! Events. That's always a highlight for sure. Okay, so now as far as these would need to be I didn't bring as many blocks either, so let's just change to the flower. And then we're going to be cutting out this section. So for the flowers, so let me just take these for right now. We need the flower and the leaf. All right, and so we need... Am I doing swaps? Yes, I always do swaps. So yes, I will be making a few swaps for on stage. I don't know that I'm going to be participating. I don't know. I haven't looked. I probably should know by now. But I haven't really signed up to any organized swaps. I had this one. I had an experience last year where, the lady who organized the swaps had so many swaps, so many people sign up. And I'm not kidding. I think it was 10, maybe 20 lines where we were waiting, And it took forever to swap on that organized swap. Because there were a lot of people, participating, which is great. But you're only doing your 10 cards, right? So she had so many ladies sign up, and all of the cards were amazing. But for the 10 cards or 15 cards, however many it was that I swapped, I stayed there standing up in the line for an hour and a half. I was like, no. So I don't know. I think I got a little bit scared, traumatized, I guess. I don't know, that I decided I was not going to do any of those this time, because in this particular time, my team was going to go for lunch, and then we were waiting, and then we're waiting, and then we were late for the next thing. So, no, I was like, I'm not doing that. But I do enjoy walking around, and during the main main events, that we do, and then swap. I think that one is faster, quicker. You still get great swaps, just because I don't want to be standing in line that long. And like I said, all the swaps were amazing, so it was worth it, I would say. But it was too stressful for me. And then of course, my upline was like, where are you? I'm like, I'm still here standing in the line. And also, it was too tiring. I gotta say, it was too tiring. Standing up that long, it was tiring. So anyway, yes, I'm gonna be swapping. I'm just not gonna be doing organized swaps, I guess. But yeah, are you swapping? How many swaps are you bringing, by the way? Oh, great, Yuli. Okay, so you are also doing swaps for non-organized. Yes, that's great. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. It was it was too long, you know, and I get it, you know, because she got so many ladies sign up. And now that I say this, I don't even remember if I was in one group or two groups or what. I think it was just one group. But it's still, I have to be waiting too long. I was like, oh, I don't know that I like that. That's not the way I want to be spending my time. And like I said, it caused a lot of issues with the team in this case. Because like they were like, we're waiting for you, we're having lunch, da da da. And at some point, like this is the funny part, I felt so bad because I was there in line, right, and everyone was on the restaurant. I'm thinking they're already eating, right? Like that's what my thought was. And so then they were texting me like, where are you? I'm like, well, I'm still in line. I said, but don't worry, go ahead and start. By the time we were talking, right, like, I'm okay, I'll just eat something here. And it was like, no, we've been waiting for you. Like, holy cow. So they also waited for me for like 30-40 minutes because they were walking to the restaurant while I was already in line. So they thought, yeah, we go grab a place, you know, hold your place or something. And none of us, you know, visualized that this is going to be like an hour and a half type of deal. So then they were like, no, you're coming, we've been waiting for you. It's like, oh yes, I will. All right, so here is how the leaves look and how the flower looks. But yeah, ooh, you've made 30. Okay, you have made 30 stars. For a second I thought you said 3D. I'm not doing 3Ds. I love the 3Ds, however, they don't travel well, you know, like they get smush. So I try not to do 3Ds, but yes, I try to do like 100 cards, to be honest. Not all of the same. I try to do like 25 of different ones, if that makes sense. Because the other thing is I get bored if I do 100 of the same, right? I can easily do 25 of one and be okay. Sometimes when I am very, I don't know, I think sometimes I have like attention issues. So 10 is like the optimum for me. 10, 15, 20, like I have to work through it, right? Like I'm like, okay. But I can make it. And then more than that, more than 25, oh my gosh, I just get so bored doing over and over the same thing. So we'll see. But yeah, so I tried to do like 100, and so like if I'm doing 25 of each, then it's like 4 different designs, so it's not too bad. Or I could do, if I do 20, then it's 5 different designs. So depending on how I feel. Now, the other thing, because I don't really have too much time, is that a lot of the times I have everything cut out. Like I do everything like a mass production, if you will. And I have, like my husband will help me die cutting all the stuff. And I would be stamping and die cutting or whatever. And then once I have all the pieces, I might be assembling like when I'm there. So, you know. So sometimes I am finishing the swaps on the plane, the night before on stage is starting. So it's always something. But yeah, definitely. Weekend swap for sure. Like I said, but I will be swapping along, you know, how am I saying this? Like at the main event, at the main stage, right? So let's just make sure we meet somewhere or something so that we can swap. But anyway, and then I also try to divide them because I do love the whole experience of swapping on, you know, the main floor. That I would divide, like if I have 100, then I'll do 50 and 50, or you know, something along those lines. Although nowadays I try to swap almost everything right away, mainly because sometimes people finish their swaps so too quick in the first, you know, the first day that the second day you end up having extra cards, right? So you have to gauge, you know, how active it's everyone, right? But anyway, so we have cut out all these pieces, and where is my sample so I can see what I'm doing? Okay, so here. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna glue these together. So yeah, so let's make sure that we meet so that we can swap. But I'm impressed. Like, you already have 30, and you know, it's still what, a month before we go. I think it's the 13th of March, right? So yeah, I'm very impressed. Because like, pretty much for me, it's always like the week off. Although I'm trying to do better. Also for the incentive trip, I gotta say that they say they were gonna be doing a swap for scrapbooks. That one is 15, either cards or scrapbooks or 3Ds. And I thought it would be great if we do scrapbooks, you know? But it's 15 of them. So I don't know. I'm like, do I really want to be doing 15 of those? So we shall see. We shall see. Okay, so I'm going to be putting this one right there. I'm going to bring my liquid adhesive. And I just need a few. This is our Tombow. We just put it in one of the little bottles, right? A friend gifted this. I think this friend always heard me saying, oh, I don't really use the liquid because I hate having sticky fingers. And then she gifted this, and it was a game changer for me, honestly. Because I don't have as much sticky fingers. You'd still get some, you know, because I end up being messy still, but not as much. Yes. So I earned the incentive trip last year. So yes, we're very excited. It's going to be Alaska, right? So we're going to be going and joining them. My kiddos are very excited about it too. So anyway. So yeah, so they were saying they are now doing a swaps for what am I saying? For scrapbooks. And it's 15 of them. And then we also have I have a team member. This is my first team member that ever earned the incentive trip. So it's going to be her first. So I'm very excited, you know, to see her experience it. And she's also going. And she's big into scrapbooking. So I want to see what she makes, you know, because, yeah. I don't know if she's going to do it. We cannot talk. We had a chat group with, now we have like 5 of us going. 2 from Canada that are kind of friend demonstrators, and then us 3 from our group that we're going. And so we just put a chat. Oh, see, gotta be careful with this. Hold on. Oh, I think I pressed already. Well, I might just need to move this one. If I do this, then I have to put another, this one I think is all glue, so I need to just add another one. Anytime you put this one that is outside, so it's not bad, it's just that because I have a dimensional, this one you have to have 2 dimensionals just to have the same level, but it's all okay. It's all good. All right, and so now to finish this up, we're gonna go ahead and add the beautiful circles. I think it's pearlized faceted circles it's called. So we're going to be adding one of those here. And then I'll add one of the little ones. You know what? I'll add like something here. I'm going to leave it like that. You can add as many as you want. But here is my car. Look how beautiful. And then it's like a pocket, right? See, this is where I was telling you I want it to look certain way. So I end up adding some dots just to make the ribbon stay however you want it. And I want this to be apart from that. I don't want it to be close. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that one. There you go. See? So that way it stays always that way. So anyway, so look how pretty this looks, right? You have plenty of space to address your card, and very simple, as you can see. I've done this one with all sorts of papers, you know, so it is also a good one that you can recreate over and over. And then you can do this one where, in this case, I have circles and flowers, but you could also have, I'm thinking like Valentine's, you can have the bear, right? I mean, you can put anything on this section. So just get creative. I know this is one of those folds that you can recreate over and over. All right, so that's our card number 1. I'm going to go with card number 2. This is the last one from the ones that I designed. And then we'll do the first one from Joey. And like I said, this is very similar to the one, like, this one, I think it is. This is very similar to the one that we made. Very similar, you know, like there's a similar version of hers. I think I like hers better because she's using the larger flower, but you tell me tomorrow when I made it, you're going to see that, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. But anyway, so we have, what do we have? Let me just see my sample. I'm always good by looking at the samples. All right, so we have a piece that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's a quarter of our cardstock. Is that right? Let me just make sure. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Yes. And then we have a piece that is 11 by, what is this? 2 3/4. And I've scored it at 5. I'm gonna move these things out. I don't want to get anything stained. I scored it at 5 1/2. So you're gonna go ahead and fold it in half, pretty much. So it's 11 by, what did we say? 2 3/4. Yeah, 2 3/4. So we're just gonna go ahead and fold this in half. Okay. And then we have this basic white, and this is 2 1/2 by 5 1/4. I have 2 pieces of designer series paper. These ones are 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch by 5 3/8. Then I have a scrap of old olive, which should be like 3/4 of an inch, and it's just a scrap. This is 5 1/2, but it could, you need little less, you know, than that. Then we have 2 of the labels, and let me just tell you what that label is, by the way. I believe it's like the 3rd one. Yeah, is the 3rd one from the largest to the smallest one, and then in the fresh freesia, and then the 4th one from the largest to the smallest in basic white. Okay, so 3rd and 4th from large to smallest. We have a piece of designer series paper, which, in all honesty, this was from here. Okay, so I just cut out, when I cut out my paper, I think this one was like 6 inches. Yeah, this is like 6 inches. So I cut out this one. So it's just a scrap that I have left over. So this is 5/8, but you can make it a half or 3/4. Like I said, this was just the scrap that I had left over from this paper. And in fact, you can see where it came. I think it came from somewhere here, somewhere there. Anyway, so it's just the scrap that I had. And so then this one is 2 5/8 by 5 3/8. All right. So, okay. So we're gonna start putting our pieces together. I'm gonna go ahead and add this one. See how beautiful this looks. And give me 1 second here. And again, you can get the kit of the 8 cards that we're making when you place an order with us between now and Friday, February 13, which is this Friday, right? This coming Friday. And I'm trying to see. Yeah, I think I like this one better. Okay, this is how it looks. And then I'm going to be adding this ones. So I'm going to be adding these ones right here. And again, these were 5 3/8 too. Yeah, 5 3/8. So you only have, I like to put it that way so I remember how much to put the border. Because if this had been 5 1/4, which is my typical, I would need to put it this way, right? But I know it's only an eighth, it's supposed to be an eighth of an inch. So I'm going to be having a small edge on both of those, okay? Now, you could also, which I don't like doing that, but you could also have the whole, you can make a whole piece of paper that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I personally feel like you waste a little paper that way because this whole section is going to be covered with this. So you're only seeing like 3/4 of an inch, right? So that's why I went with the 1 inch. So I make sure that it's covered. But if you feel that sometimes that's kind of tricky for you, you'd rather go with larger pieces, you can cut out a whole one piece right there. So anyway, it's up to you. I always rather, especially for the pretty paper, right? Like I'd rather save the paper than using a whole piece that you're not gonna see. You know, like you don't get the benefit because you're covering it. So anyway. On the kit that we mailed for the craft along, you got half a pack of this designer series paper. So of course you can go full, full sheet or just little scraps like I'm showing you here. All right, so we have that. And then this is going to go here. See? You get the same, benefit, I guess, with less of the paper. Oh. Okay. And I'm going to be centering these. One other thing is try to always go from here, like a line from this section. Because if anything, you could always cut out some of the bottom because it opens, but you wouldn't be able to cut out from here. So that's another tip right there for you. Okay, I also have a piece of 11 by 1 1/4, if I remember correctly. Let me see. 1 1/4, yes. And I have a score. This one doesn't matter. I scored at 3 1/2. Doesn't matter. You just need the first score line, to be honest, just to put this like so. And then we're gonna be just need to make sure that. And see, I need to make sure that this is not quite straight, so there you go. Okay. And actually, no, well, yes, we're gonna put it here. And you want it to be tight, but not too tight, like you want it to be slight, so you can still move in a way, right? So tight, but not too tight. And then we're gonna be adding adhesive. And then I'm going to be adding adhesive here. Oh. So that way, see how it still goes up and down without any issues. I'm going to be adding this one on this section, like so. Because I can cover this line and then you have a nice, clean section on the back, okay? So I'm going to be doing this. Then we're gonna bring again our ribbon, and we want to have the bow somewhere here, and then I'll put this one right here, see, and right here. So we need our bow, same thing as what we did on our previous card. So this is the ones where I am using, these cards are the ones that use a lot of the ribbon because you're going around. But it always makes the trick. I think it looks really nice when you go this way, Hold on. So you just need to make sure you're not there. Okay. And we're gonna be making, and like I said, I usually bring my tweezers, but I forgot about them. So now I have like to be, oh, where is this thing? Okay. So now I just need to, no, this was too small. Hold on, I need more. I need more ribbon. Again, just make sure I didn't move anything else. Yep, nope, still good. You just need to be holding it. There you go. Just to make sure that you have the pressure here. The tension, not pressure, but the tension. There you go. Okay. And this seems okay. Okay. And then this is going to go all this side. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here. Cut there. I might need to cut slightly more here. Okay. And then I'm going to be moving this to this side, which is where I wanted it. Okay. There you go. And then I will be adding, see, like this is going to go right here. So this looks okay to me. Before we do that, we're going to be adding the sentiment here. So for this one, I'm going to be using the one that says holding you in my heart. And I will need this one as well this time. And then holding you in my heart. I might need to put this one for a second back. Did I clean them? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Holding you in my heart. I'm going to take also the thinking of you for a second. Okay, so we're going to be adding this one here. Ooh, and I'm going to be needing the other flowers. I probably need to get more blocks at some point here. But for right now, okay. So we have these. Then for this one, oh, and then on this one, let me check my sample here. She have the same. Give me 1 second. Oh, my thing doesn't want to work. There we go. Okay, it's on this side. Okay, I'm like, where did we put it? So I'm gonna go ahead and add it somewhere here. Okay. And then for this one, we might need to bring again our leaves. Where is the chamois? Because I need 3 blocks this time. So I need again this and this. I don't need this one, and I will need this one now. So let me put this one think I have another block here. Give me a second. No. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add this one. And you know what? I might want to add that other. I did like this other thing just to add. I don't think this is on the card that we made, but why don't we add it, right? So I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the leaves. And actually, no, I think, oh goodness gracious, didn't stick it well. Nope, then this one. Okay, and then I added this ones. Oh my goodness. And it's just this. Well, I'm gonna leave it like so because I'm gonna be coloring it. I don't know. I feel like if I, well, I think I can still. There you go. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna leave it this like so. And then we're gonna be coloring this with the Old Olive and the Fresh Freesia. Let me clean these pieces because I know I'm gonna be getting all of these all messed up. Okay. All right. Yes. So let's bring our pieces to color. So same thing, we're gonna go ahead and, oh, I got the brush rather than the bullet point. Okay. Then we're gonna bring a little bit of the dark one. So this one, as you can see, you are coloring with your blends. I'm using the Fresh Freesia for this. But you can tell it's a little bit more elaborated, right? This is why I love doing tone on tone. Because then it's faster. Especially like if you were to do this for swaps, for instance, like if I'm making a lot of a, like maybe I don't go this route, right? Because it takes more time, but and it looks, you know, beautiful as well if you do it with the, like what I show you, tone on tone. So, but I wanted to show you that, like I said, on with this set, you can either color the flowers, you can do tone on tone, and then just do some shadowing. Like that's what we've done yesterday and today with the flowers, with the petal pink flowers. This one I thought, okay, let's try to do one where we're coloring. you know. So again, very versatile when it comes to options on how to use the flowers to embellish, you know. So definitely, it's a great set to play with. And so yeah, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. Okay. I gotta say, I'm enjoying having this light, you know, the one that I just put at the beginning. I feel like it makes me see even better. Okay. And then same thing here. Oh, no, this side. Is it raining? Oh, it is raining. I'm like, is it raining? Do you hear the kiddos? Oh my gosh. Oliver is singing out loud. All right, and then let's do the same thing here. I feel like for this little one, I might not need to do a little blending, you know? Okay. All right. So this is how it looks. Have them both. Oh, I thought of maybe putting some of these things here, you know, with the fresh freesia. Why not do that? Oh yeah. You know, kind of looks nice as well. And then we just add a little bit of just to add here and there, a little something here. There you go. And this was fresh freesia. Okay, so now let's put together the card. So first things, oh, did I not have a, yeah, I was like, did I have, yeah, I did. I was like, where is this? So this is gonna go right here. Okay, and then let's cut out this section. And then we'll have this one right here. See how beautiful, right? have this white. You could add more of the designer series paper, whether this one or that one here, if you want it. I feel like sometimes I've seen cars that does that and they look really cool. So you could do that as well. And then see how it's not too tight, so you can still put this. And then for this one, I will add my glue dot already. I will be adding this one right here. So let's just add a glue dot. Just to make sure this is not moving around any longer. And then for this one, I don't add really much more glue dots because you want this to be able to be moving. So, and then for this, we're gonna be adding some dimensionals as well. So, and I kind of hold, oh, this way. So missing one here. And I will add this one right here. Okay. And then where is my, yeah, there you go. Then I'm gonna be adding this one right here, right? Oh. And I'm adding this one. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let's just put this one first. Use the same one to kind of see how you would cut these. There you go. And so this one is gonna go like so. So I'm gonna go and then, yeah, might put this one kind of on top, maybe. Gotta be careful. Oh no, this is part of this. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm like, hold on. Or do I want it here? Maybe this time. No, I do like it better in the bottom section. But you kind of have to be careful with these. Yes. So I might need to cut slightly more. So that it is inside. Yeah, okay. And so now I'm gonna be adding this one kind of on top of the ribbon, you know, so that it doesn't hide. Because this is not a see-through. Sometimes when you have see-through ribbon, it doesn't matter. But in this case, yeah, it is too thick, you know, so if it goes over the sentiment, you're not gonna see the sentiment. Hold on, I need to be. But I'm holding to this. And you know me, I put a lot of dimensionals always, so anyway. Just want to make sure you're not outside, like any of your dimensionals, it's outside of this label. That's the big thing here. You want to make sure that all of them are right there, because you don't want to be gluing anything there, because you want this to be able to flow on your card. Okay, so I'm good with this, and then we're just going to be adding some of the gems. For this one, I'm going to be using the white ones. So I'll put this one. I'm going to separate it. Over here. There you go. All right, and this is how it looks, huh? What do you think? Very easy, right? And then you just put it like so, and then it opens like this, right? Like I said, very easy to unfold. And again, you can recreate this one with lots of different other papers or, you know, images as well. So anyway, so we have these. Let me bring the last card of the day. So this is this one, and I will need Joey's instructions because this is the first time I'm making this one. So give me a second. Let me open up the instructions. Okay, let me go out and put Joey's. Okay, so her card, here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and put, so the way she did this one, we have an 8.5 by 5.5, and this is petal pink. Then we have a scrap of petal pink to cut out the label. I have my 2 pieces of designer series paper. Now, when I did this one, I actually also cut it out, so it was like so, and then cut it out because she's using the reverse pattern, so if that helps. So this piece of paper was, hold on, what was this? Yes, it was 4 inches by 5 3/8, and then I cut it out at 1 1/8, and then 2 7/8. Okay, so this is what it is. All right, this is a scrap for cutting and stamping and die cutting. I have one of the labels from the Stylish Shapes, and then this is 4 by 5 1/4. Hold on, is that right? Yeah, 4 by 5 1/4. Now, I did realize as I was cutting out this paper that I forgot to add a piece of this color of, what is this? Fresh Freesia. However, we're going to be coloring with our markers, you know, because you have plenty of scrap paper to do that. And so anyway, so yeah, I was looking into this. I'm like, I don't think I have that. Yeah, I forgot about it, to be honest. I don't think I realized there was that until it was too late. So for our sentiments, so let's go ahead and do the sentiments first. So which one? Where is the holding you in my heart? Here is holding you in my heart. She's using both, so we're going to be using both. Okay. We're not using that one. Okay. So well, let's do this one first. For this one, we're going to go ahead and do the holding you in my heart onto this with Fresh Freesia. So I have that. And then on this one, let me bring again this. And we're going to be needing the Thinking of You. Which is going to go right here. Fresh Freesia again. And then we're going to bring our petal pink. Where is the... Let me get this. Did I clean it? I think I did. Just to make sure, because we're going to be using Old Olive and petal pink. So I'm going to go and bring the petal pink. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding this one right here at the bottom. And then we're going to bring the Old Olive. And she put... Oh, you know what? Hold on before I do that, because I don't want to be stamping this. I could probably do this way. All right, so she has it like so. I think yours are more this way, but that's okay. And then she said to do the blends, which, where did I put blends? Yeah. So what she put on this one was blend with this one. Which, if you remember, we did a little bit of that. And then just add a little bit of color to your flower. Which I thought that was interesting. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she said, soft sea foam. And I think the soft sea foam is for the other ones, but since we're doing it on the other ones, let's just do that also for these. So I got this one. And then let's just add a little bit of color there too as well. Because I thought, oh, that's kind of cute. Let's just do that. There you go. So this is that part. And then for these ones, we're going to be stamping 2 flowers. And I'm going to bring my... Oh. We need 2 flowers. And then we need some of the leaves and also this one. I think she used this one. So I'm going to put this one. And then she had the other leaves as well, which are apart from the other set, which is good because I haven't used those. Okay, so now let's clean something else from here so that I have another block. Oh. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and bring, oh, did I close this one? I think I did. All right, and so now we're gonna also put this one here. Okay, and then she pretty much said to color those as well with the blending brushes, right? Which, that's what I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. All right, so for these ones, we're gonna go ahead and bring this. See, so this is another way to color them. And I think this will be faster, right, than going with the stamping blend. So look at this, you have your flowers. Okay, and then the leaves is gonna go with the what is this color? Okay. There you go. And what I like is that it kind of has like different shades, if you will. All right, so let's cut out all of these pieces now. Whew. So let's bring our... I'm going to go ahead and cut out these for a second. Just to see if I can put more of these. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can do something like that. There's this one. And then where is that other one from? Oh, it's from here. Okay. Give me a second. We need this one and this one. Okay. And I might need new tabs on this one because I feel like my tabs are getting... Oh, my glue just flew out. Okay. So let's see. No, this is not that one. Which one is this one? Oh, is this? I'm like, which one is what? Here. There you go. Okay. So I have that one. We're gonna go ahead and cut this. Here we go. Okay, and where is the other one? Yeah, here. Can I do that one here? No, I won't be able to do that one. But, well, let's just leave it like so. Let's just leave it right now like so. Then I can do the other flower and the other leaves in the next cycle. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna throw those away because I think these are already too. There we go. So we have that one. We have this one. Let's do the next one. So I have this one. Okay, we have this one. Okay, and then out of these, I need this other one. Because like I said, these should have been with the, what is this other color? With the fresh freesia, but I realized I forgot about that piece, so we're gonna be coloring it, which is okay. I'll show you, you know, how you can get any color, I guess, with your blends. But yeah, I just realized as I was pretty much taking all the pieces that I'm like, I don't think I have that part. So we have that one. There. Okay. We have that one. Okay. So now we're ready. Okay. So now let's bring this piece. And we're gonna bring our fresh freesia. I'm gonna be using just the dark one. And then just go over it, you know? If you have a piece of fresh freesia, then use it. I just want to make sure you could do this with what we have. Because again, I realized I didn't add it. Too late. Until just right now. Okay. So now we have that part. And then we're ready to go. Now for this one now, let's start putting all these pieces. We have everything now for our card. Oh no, we still need to cut out this one. We just need this. So I have all these pieces. Let me bring my dice. And I think we're going to be doing the third one. Yes, I think this is good enough for the third one. Does it fit? Because otherwise it will be the large one. Hold on. Now that I said that, let me see. Is this one? Let me see the card for a second. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. No, it seems like her card is with the small one. Like if I look into these, yeah. Well, this one also fits the large one, so maybe it is the large one. Because I think this one will be too small. Let me think about that. And it also, she is putting this one. No, it is the large one. Okay, we're gonna go with the large one. See? So from the labels, you're gonna go and do the second one from the largest to the smallest one, the second one. And we're gonna go ahead and cut it out. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna bring the larger. Oh goodness, sorry. Like it fall off. And we're gonna go ahead and bring this one. Let me just put this. I think. Okay. So now I have these. Okay. So I have that. And so now we are ready to roll. Oh. Okay, so we have all our pieces now. So now for the petal pink, we're gonna be scoring at 3 and then at 7 1/4. So let's just bring our trimmer. And we're gonna go ahead and do 3. I'll go with this one. And she said 7 1/4, right? Which all it is that just for the sake of these, right? Just because I'll show you it's like 1 1/4, but anyway, let's do this. You'll extend this one in 7 1/4. Yeah, then see it's 1 1/4 here. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and fold this one. And then, we're gonna go ahead and even though you have that skirt line, I still highly suggest that you put them together. You know, it kind of helps you. That way you can have those pieces glued down well. Like not glued down, but like meeting where they need to. And so now we're gonna go ahead and put all our pieces that we've been working on for this card. So this one is gonna go right here. So let's go ahead and glue that one already. I love that this card, like in this card class, we have given you like different techniques of coloring the flowers. I love how Joey went with blending. I think that's an easy, fast way, you know, easy and fast way to color images, right? Then we use also stamping blends for another card. So anyway, See, this is gonna go right here. Hi, Helen, nice seeing you here. Glad you catch the light. Okay. So you have these. Oh, and I move it. Oh, shoot. Give me a second. I'm gonna do this again. Give me a second, because this one shows it's not too. There you go, much better. Better. I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. Yeah, much better. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and add this one. I say this paper is so beautiful. I think every side of the paper is just really nice. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. There you go. Like before we. Okay. Then for this one, oh, I forgot this part. She stamped the large flower with the fresh freesia. So let's go ahead and do that. I need to clean this one. I don't remember if I cleaned this from yesterday. Not that I said that. Oh, where's my cleaner? I might have not done it. Okay. And we're gonna be stamping it on our. Now, this is something like when I am designing that I don't think I would have thought of putting the fresh freesia onto these. I would have gone with petal pink. However, when I put it all together, I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Because, you know, it brings back that, the fresh freesia from the back. So I love that we get different ideas, you know, from each other. And anyway, this was pretty cool for me. I was like, okay, I get it. So now I'm going to be I'm going to be gluing this section. And it's almost all of it. Just need to be careful. So this has to go like so. So it's like center. And then I'm going to be adding this one right here. This one is going to go with the dimensionals. Just be careful with this section, I guess. Because I don't want to have anything gluing it there, if that makes sense, okay? So let's go ahead and get these. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I forgot something here. I forgot adding the ribbon. So she did have a little bit of ribbon here. Let me add this. It's a little tiny piece of ribbon. And I'll add a glue dot. Where's the glue dot? Alright, and then I can add this one. There you go. Okay. So now the rest is with this. And I have these pieces. I'm going to be adding this one like this. Okay. Let's just close the lid. So we're adding liquid tumble for that. And then we're going to be putting this kind of together. Like this, okay. So I'm gonna be putting this like so. So let me add like this, and then have this one come here, and then have this one come somewhere here. Okay. Now I think, now that I did this, I feel like she might have done this with the stamping blends. You know, like this section. Because I see there is some white. There is some white on her background. It's okay. It looks beautiful either way. But anyway. Or maybe she didn't add as much of the blends. Sorry, of the blending. I don't know. But I'm just looking at her cart right now. Following how she did it. Yeah. Okay. Let's just put this one. Okay. All right. And so now this is going to go. Oh, no, not that. Not that way. Maybe this way. Because I don't want to be holding. Yeah, there you go. I don't want to be holding that. Okay, so now that I have that, then we're going to go ahead and add the gems. We're going to be adding one of these ones to the center of each of the flowers. Okay, and then we're going to be adding some of the white ones also. There you go. And you can add as many as you want, but look how beautiful this looks, don't you think? Look at that. Anyway, so this is the third card of today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing 3 more. So let me just show you the cards that we made today. Let me know which one is your favorite. Tomorrow we're going to be making the other one that I mentioned. Looks very similar to my card. Like I said, we kind of decided at a different time, but hers and mine kind of look very similar, even on the color combinations that we use. So anyway, let me know which one's your favorite. This is 1, 2, or 3. I don't know. I kind of like them all. I love that we're doing different foam folds. And like I said, all of them are very easy. And I love that we have given you different ways to color the flowers in a way. So anyway, so thank you so much. Glad to see you here. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to try to do this. Maybe I'll do this a little bit earlier. I'll try to do this at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So it will be 11 a.m. Central Time and 12 a.m. Eastern Time. Just let's try to do it an hour earlier, and we'll go from there. But I'll put a post here between 9 and 11. You're gonna see me here again live for the last day. And like I said, today is the last day to sign up for a card club. So make sure you sign up by today if you want to be getting that kit. And then tomorrow I'll show you the cards for the next kit. For a card club. So anyway, thank you so much. Helen says they're all pretty. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're liking them. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.